Good evening, guys. I want to go over a few items that I've kind of ran into that maybe will help you guys out. So let's go see what we can get into. So the first one is when I actually booted up my drone DJI Mini 4 Pro. I was the genius of had the strap still around it and the guard over the guard to protect the camera. Well, guess what? Nothing can move. So, of course, I got all these messages when it came up, and I had to hit calibrate. Of course, I took all that stuff off of it. I went ahead and start, had to rotate my drone all the way around, and then once I did this, I had to turn it vertically and do the same thing. Okay. So then I got my message calibration successful, and I was good to go. The next thing I want to go over is if you ever see this message that says remote controller compass calibration required, you go ahead and select it, and when you do that, you're going to move your controller around just as the picture does. It's actually pretty quick. So once you do that, like I said, you're good to go, and it's really quick. And then you can hit done once that is done. The next thing is I was in the field and I wanted to check to see if there was an update, and I received the message network connection required. I was like, oh, I'm not connected at home. So I created a hotspot on my phone. You'll actually, and you may find yourself in this situation, so you'll pull down from the top, you'll hit settings, you'll go to network, and see it says not connected. So you'll find your network, and you'll actually just go ahead and turn it on, select it, and you're going to see the bar going across. And I did receive the message failed to connect to network, so I went ahead and backed out of it. And once I did that, I turned it off and back on, and it went ahead and connected. So basically, hopefully that helps you. The next thing we see when I go back to check to see if there's an update, it now is connected to the internet, so it can tell me that my firmware is up to date. One thing you may see in the field, and this is why you need to know how to connect your device to a hotspot, is you'll be in the field like I was the other day. I received a message that I was kind of close to the airport and I need to verify, I guess who I was. So they actually, I don't have this screen. I forgot to start my recording on my controller, but basically it came up and asked for my phone number. I entered my phone number. It sent me a code, and once it sent me the code, I had to enter that code into the actual controller and hit OK. That was the first time I've seen that. I'm going to try to duplicate that issue again so you can kind of see that walkthrough. On this tonight, I was flying around, and I received this message here, and I was able to take off, but I did need to check I agree and confirm to actually say I'm fully liable for flying in this area, and then the message went away. This is why you definitely want to make sure you know how to connect to a network if it requires a code to go to your phone and such. Well, again, this is a quick one, but I wanted to give you these tips and tricks. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Talk to you guys later.